Hey, do you have a restaurant that is specific to an ethnic culture and need help to bring out the true authenticity of that culture? If so, Global Kitchen is the perfect place to find help. We pride ourselves on being able to help restaurants based on specific cultures keep that specific culture the main focus. This way, customers, even if for only 1 second, will feel like they're taking a part in that cultural aspect of your restaurant. Hey, my name is Darrell Evans. I mainly focus on the marketing side of Global Kitchen. However, I am well versed in the business aspect as well. The consulting part, I'm pretty well versed in that as well, so I can do both. But marketing is my strong suit. I've been doing marketing for restaurants for some odd 15 plus years. After a couple of years of doing that, then I moved on to doing specific high-end culture restaurants, which is how I ended up meeting some of my members in Global Kitchen who are from all over the world, different countries and things like that. So my knowledge in marketing is pretty well versed, as well as my general knowledge for consulting. So with those two combined, I can definitely help improve a restaurant's image, communication, overall reputation, because I can help you set up and have multiple social media platforms and make sure you're fully aware of how to operate them effectively and appropriately. This way you can keep in contact with how the customers are feeling, what they would like, what you can do better, things like that. And also, I just would like to help you focus on making sure that whatever culture your restaurant is based on, that you keep that culture the main focus and don't try to Americanize it, so to speak, just so you can stay authentic to the culture that your restaurant is supposed to be representing. That would be my job. The Global Kitchen Consultant was founded in 2008 at the height of the housing market crash with one goal in mind: keeping ethnic restaurants alive during the difficult time we're facing as a nation. Our mission statement is we want to teach you how to fish, not give you a fish. So to go more into depth on what that means, it basically means we would like to help you and make you a better you without doing it for you. Because if we do it for you, then you will not have learned anything and you'll be right back where you were right after we're done. So we want to teach you, not do it for you. We believe as a company, we believe that different ethnic restaurants present different opportunities to learn. We believe that if you truly take your cultural aspects of your restaurant serious, then customers have the ability to learn by experiencing authentic taste, authentic smells, authentic everything in that nature, just authentic food overall. If it's authentic and real, then people can learn from that. And I feel like that is a great thing to be able to have from a restaurant. Our company's goal for the present and future is to help ethnic restaurants to not only deliver good quality, but also to present the customers with a dynamic and creative side of countries, cultures, which have made marks on the world all around the world. So just to really stay true and authentic to whichever just cultural aspect they decide to go. So now moving on to the bigger question that most people would have, what can we do for you? So if you look over here to my left with me, you can see we have COVID consulting, customer review, monitoring and response, as well as marketing and website design. Now, to go into a little bit more depth into each of those, I'll start with COVID consulting. Basically, what that means is we offer two different types of consulting. One is online. We can do Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, things like that, so we can still consult with you, see what we can do to best help you in certain situations. Now, we also do have in-person consulting, which is the one that we do recommend. However, with COVID, it is extremely understandable to not want to do that. but we do recommend it just because we can come in, we can see you face to face, we can see the restaurant face to face, see what's going on inside, see how everything's working, functioning. We can taste test, do things like that. You can't really do that online. Of course, we can help you online as well. It's a bit easier in person because we're kind of hands-on in person, if that makes sense. Moving on to customer review and monitoring response. Basically what that is we can show you how to look at your customer reviews, how to really connect with your customers, see how they're feeling, what they would like you to do, what you could do better, what you're already doing good, just really get a feel for how you're doing with your restaurant and what you can do better to better yourself. And then lastly, we have marketing and website design. Personally, this is where I feel I fit in the most because I do marketing and websites through social medias and things of that nature. And I feel that this is especially important in today's age because everything is basically technology based. You've got people on their phones all day, computers. Um, so when people want to find out where they want to eat, the first thing they go to is their phone and start looking things up. And the last thing you want to happen is for they to look up some food and they come across your website and start seeing bad reviews and things like that. That's not what you want, and that's what we're here for, to help you avoid situations like that. Okay, so the impact of reviews, I know some people would probably just brush it off to the side if they get a bad review or something like that and act like it's not really that big of a deal. However, bad reviews can actually be a very big deal. Whenever you have bad reviews, it's not good because people do see them. People do look up reviews before they go to a restaurant they've never been to because they want to know if it would be worth their time to go or not. And if they're wondering, is it even worth my time? Should I even be paying this much money if the food's not good or if the service isn't going to be good? And then they see reviews saying that, oh, this waiter treated me horrible, or the food didn't taste how I thought it would taste. It wasn't really authentic to the culture, things like that. And you have willing willing customers who are going to start taking second looks and start going to different places because they can't trust yours because no one seems to think that it's authentic or that they're being treated how they should be treated, and all of that comes from a simple review. So reviews can be more important than you think. You just have to really take them serious and try to really connect with your customers and see what you can do to help them have the best experience that they can have. Because in this business, the customer is always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right. For the restaurant that I chose to do, I ended up doing 10 Degrees South, which is located in Atlanta, Georgia. This is African, South African culture based, and it was founded in 1998. Um, The customers, for the most part, seem to really enjoy the food. Some of the foods that they are said to like the most are the chicken curry as well as the beef bobati. Those are some of the best foods that I think Tenerife has to offer, and the customers really seem to enjoy it. Now, Tenerife is a high-end ethnic restaurant. However, it is not the only one, and it is not the only one, especially in Atlanta. So, um, Tenegrees definitely has a lot of competitors, so it has to really keep up its game, keep up its reputation in order to compete. And that's why I'm here to help them stay on top of their game, to help them fix any issues that they are having, and to make them overall better than what they already were. So as you know, I've chosen 10 Degrees as the restaurant that I've done. So I had to do my research and get up to date on it. and I would like to discuss some of the strengths and weaknesses that they have in order to bring it to light and let them know what they can do better and what they're already doing efficiently. To start off, we'll go ahead and start with the strengths. Some of their strong suits are their wine. They have really good choices of wine, is what customer review has said. I saw multiple reviews saying that their wine choices were very authentic to South African wines, as well as they also have good live music. The music is very tasteful, and it makes it easier to eat and enjoy the music with friends and family. It makes you feel like you really paid for what you're getting, if that makes sense. Like it was worth the pay. And then another strength that they had was their decor because of how good the restaurant on the inside looks. I don't know if you've ever been or not, but the inside is quite nice. They keep it really well kept up. It really, if you go inside, it really does look like a high-end restaurant. Um, so those are some strengths that I just wanted to list out really quickly. And then moving on to the weaknesses, things that of course you can always go back and work on and try to make better. Uh, this one is kind of bad though, just a bit, because you don't want to have too many people saying this. It's about it being authentic. I've seen a couple reviews where people have said that the food, not not going back to what I said earlier about the wine they said was authentic. However, they say that some of the food choices aren't as authentic tasting as South African food should be. And that is not at all what you want in a review, because if people see that the food isn't authentic, then they're not going to want to come, because when a restaurant is based on something specific, then people go to that restaurant for that one specific thing. And if you can't provide that, but you're basing your restaurant on that, then it's kind of a disconnect. And then so to move on and go to the next weakness would be communication. It seems that some customers would like to voice their opinions, but they're unable to get in contact with people at the restaurant. No one seems to answer the phone, and uh, so the communication process is just not as good as it should be. And then another weakness is that the staff, some of the staff, not all of the staff, of course, seems to be disinterested and acts as though they don't really want to be there. You can't have this at all either, because if your waiters and waitresses are not making the customers feel welcome and happy, then they are not going to want to come back. And that is not good for business in any way, shape, or form that you look at it. So when you see me in the next slide, we'll be discussing ways to make this better, and also threats that could be possible if you don't try to up your game and make things better. So now moving on to things that you can do better to help make your restaurant even better, and also some threats to your business if you don't try to make things better. So the first thing I would say is about how to make it more authentic. What I would do is hire a South African chef or someone who is well versed in South African food to either work there full time or to come in for a couple months and train the current chefs that you have working. This way that those current chefs can get a very good understanding of what South African food should be, what it should taste like, what it should look like, just everything like that. That way the customers are now having even better time when enjoying the food, because it tastes authentic to them. It tastes real. It tastes like they're actually in South Africa. So that's what I would do for that. Next, to improve communication, I think the best way to do that is through social media, which of course I can help you with. Social media is something that almost typically everyone is on nowadays. So if for you to get social media and to be active on there and to really connect with the customers, hear what they have to say, discuss with them, get their input, uh, say back some things that you feel could go hand in hand with what they're saying. Just make them feel like you understand where they're coming from. I feel like that would really make the customers more susceptible to what you guys have going on. And then my last recommendation is to get the staff to really understand that they are a main part of the restaurant being a success, and if they aren't feeling up to it, then they probably shouldn't be working there, because without a good trustworthy staff, the restaurant's not going to move forward. Your staff has to be up to par. And also, I would have them memorize the menu as well, just so whenever guests have questions, customers have questions on what they should order, things like that, the staff will be well versed and can answer any questions such as that. Um, and now moving over to the threats, what could be threatening if you don't try to change, and your competition could one up, get one up on you. Um, First thing is that other restaurants may be more authentic. You've got Spanish, Italian, all different types of restaurants, and those restaurants may be true to the authentic culture that they've chosen. So if you have people saying that your restaurant isn't authentic while others are, it's not going to be a good look for you, and more than likely they'll choose the other restaurant over yours. So that's a pretty big threat. Um, the next threat I would say is how I was discussing that your staff should be well versed, because at the moment it seems that they are not. A threat would be that others may be well versed. Other restaurants may have a very well versed staff, which will make yours kind of pale in comparison, which is not what you want, because again, people will be like, oh, I should go over here instead of here, so that's just not what you want. It's bad for business. Anything bad for business should not be done. It's as simple as that, honestly. If it's bad for business, you have to get rid of it. And then lastly, to reiterate again, effective communication. People have said that the communication is not as good as it should be at the restaurant. Well, other people's restaurants, it may be good. It may be easy to get in contact with another restaurant versus how yours, people may have to call 2, 3, 4 times, and then still may not be able to get in contact, but to leave a message or something like that. And I saw one review, they said they called a couple times and then no one ever got back to them or anything like that. So that's a threat as well. There's just things, to improve on. Not to say that the restaurant is finished or anything like that. I would just make sure that putting your best foot forward, to put it simply. So in conclusion, managing your restaurant reviews and effectively communicating with customers can make or break you. The reviews give insight to what you can do to make yourself better, so there's never a reason not to take them serious. Please, please, please review your restaurant reviews. It can really help you and make you better. Okay. Also, you need to make sure that your food tastes and looks the part of a South African dish, as well as making sure your staff is taking their job seriously as well. Do not allow them to act as though the customer is not important or act disinterested or anything such as that. Uh, if those things are to happen, personally, I would recommend that you hire someone else to come in and do it if they can't, because at the end of the day, if you're going to pay someone to do something, then they should be doing it right. Um, Also, I just want to thank you guys truly for allowing our company, Global Kitchen Consultant, to help you guys on your journey and to help make you guys better than what you already were. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call us, email us, or go to our website. You have all of the information. If you do not have the information, I will make sure to get it to you through via email. Make sure you also have the phone mail and website as well. Um, if you look over here to my right, you'll see the box of chocolates. This is our giveaways. Thank you. As you can see, our logo and our slogan is on it. Tradition for your taste buds. We always try to do a giveaway at the end of our consulting job, and just give back, and give something that tastes good. So tradition for your taste buds. Just try to do something for you guys because you allowed us to help you, and we couldn't be more thankful for that. And I just want to say thank you again, and I can't wait to hear about your success that you have in the future. Thank you.